Yes, sir.
All right.
Amazing audience. We are live right now with Tony Woodall. It's been a great pleasure to connect with him. Firstly, I'll say on a high level, like, thanks, Tony, for getting us into this spot, man. It's a pretty cool spot.
Well, I'm glad you like it. It's I couldn't have you living on the streets of San Francisco.
Good idea.
If you've been walking around, you see we have plenty of other people that live on the streets of San Francisco. I didn't want my friends to be one of them.
I appreciate that. Tony Woodall.
Oh, thank you very much. It just wouldn't be safe, so I can't have you come here. And couldn't live if something happens. San Francisco is very safe most of the time. But
it's cold.
Yeah, it is. It is cold for people from Trinidad, definitely. But it gets a little chilly in the morning here, and some days it's not too bad. It's in the 60s and 70s.
Oh my!
But very rarely. Usually it's in the 50s or so.
We were in
Canada in the summertime.
We expected it to be cold.
Yeah.
It was warm. We were in New York. We expected it to be cold. It was warm.
Mm-hmm.
We come to San Francisco, though. Tony, you didn't tell me.
I know. I'm going. I should have told him to bring something warm.
Yeah, it was like, we walked up to the park and we were up there at Lafayette, and it's crazy,
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, and we get a live fireside sometimes.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
Well, good. I'm glad it worked out. Like I said, it can be cold, especially in the morning. It's chilly in the morning, and then by 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock it warms up a bit. But then Carl the Fog comes in. Have you met Carl?
We did, coming across the bridge.
Yeah.
I was wondering, is that smoke? Is that fog? But
yeah.
it was
it's fog, yeah. We have such a big fog, he has his own name, Carl with a K.
Okay, all right, that's important. We are meeting one of my friends here, Kenya with a K.
Kenya with a K, yeah.
That's good. Now, the last time we spoke about a few things, specifically that you are a speaker, right?
Yes.
Do give us an update. What's the latest? What are you doing, as well as the financial side of what you do as well professionally as well, right?
I am a speaker. I'm a professional speaker. I am a member of the National Speakers Association and work with them. I'm actually the dean of the NSA Northern California Speakers Academy this year, so I've been working with them. The students graduate in September, so I've been facilitating that for the last 9 months or 8 months now. And so doing that, working on building my speaking business, getting speaking engagements for businesses. I recently did my goal setting and goal achievement success system for a local bank here in San Francisco for a couple of their classes they have for their new loan officers and relationship managers.
Great. So you've mixed the two.
Yeah, mixed the two.
But the podcast is the podcast?
And the podcast is still the podcast, so I still do the podcast, though I haven't been as regular lately as I should be on my podcast, so we're getting back in there. And this year I'm going to be starting back next month, so I'll have you on when you finish your trip to talk about that goal.
It'll be good to have those people that are on the podcast that went through your goal setting course as well, even with the banks as well.
Yeah.
It'll be cool to hear what they say as well.
Good. Yeah, we'll have to put that out there.
It's a good idea, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to hear that. So you're doing the podcast, the speaking is growing, right?
Yeah.
The goal settings, please.
Yeah.
I set a huge 12-week goal to go across the U.S. and Canada, right?
And that's amazing.
Oh, what did you think?
I know, it's crazy. And you're driving to boot.
Yeah, I think I overshot it when I with the driving, with the 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the driving plus the 1,000 was probably
a bit much.
Too much.
So how you're doing that though pretty well. I think I saw you say something yesterday about 60% done.
Well, in terms of the driving.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Not the 1,000 conversations.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, but definitely we'll come back again and test again.
Yeah.
We'll see where we get to.
Good. Well, I'm amazed, and just it's exciting to hear the exploits of you going around the country. That's going to be a book, I hope, coming out when you're finished.
I have an idea for a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have an idea for a book. I wouldn't let the name out, but I will tell you when we're off camera for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're doing the podcast. We have that.
Doing the speaking.
One of the things, where's the best place for people to connect with you?
The best place to connect with me is at TonyWoodall.com. That's my speaker page on the website, so you can reach me there. And Tony@TonyWoodall.com. I try to make it easy for people to find me.
Woodall is WOODALL.
Correct. Woodall. WOODALL, just like you said. Yeah.
One of the things we cover is your own unique real shoes. I see you're wearing. It looks like Dockers, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they're actually, it's a good question, Florsheim.
All right, so you're wearing
Old style Florsheim shoes.
Looks
Yeah.
comfortable.
They are comfortable.
Definitely speaks to the segment of what are the shoes you've had to wear up to this time in your life.
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I like that. Well, I've done a little bit. I did some time as law enforcement officer, deputy sheriff back years ago. So I wore steel tip and also the patent leather black shoes that you have to wear. So I've worn those. I wore Army boots for a while in the Georgia Army National Guard and wore those. Most of the time, though, it's wingtips or some sort of business clothes, business type shoes. My casual shoes right now are not walking shoes, but tennis shoes or, some sort of, I don't know if you'd call it CrossFit type shoes, because I do a lot of walking, especially here in San Francisco. I do a lot of urban hiking here, so that's my big thing now. Whether I want to or not, but I actually do it for fun. I come into the city on the weekends and I'll walk around and do like 12 to 15 mile hike around the city. And if you've seen the driving you did up and down the hills, it can be quite...
Wearing those shoes from then to now, in terms of the career you've achieved, in terms of the speaking that you've done, has it been worth it?
Oh, it's definitely been worth it. I've enjoyed my life. I've got a lot of success in the many things that I've tried. Right now, I said the tennis shoes are my thing because my goal is to lose weight. I've actually been on a weight loss goal this year. I'd gotten up to 300 pounds at one time, lost a month. I'm serious, yeah. I can show you the pictures one day. And decided I need to reach my goal weight. So I started in January being serious about it, and I didn't weigh 300 pounds in January. I'd already lost down to like 230 or something, 235. And I needed to get down to my goal weight, which was 185 pounds, which is what I weighed 32 years ago. Back, I was a martial artist, and I was a second-degree black belt at that time. I'm a fifth degree now, and I weighed 185 pounds. I wanted to get back to that level. So this year I got serious, and I'm now under 200 pounds, which was my first goal. Whoa, and I did that last week. I can now say I'm under 200 pounds. I don't have to say two. It starts with a 1 now. So
you're literally walking the talk.
I'm walking the talk many times, yeah.
Do you have any regrets from the time back then to the time now? Do you have any regrets?
There are a couple in my life. I wish I could have spent more time with my kids when they were little and younger. I did a lot of traveling to be successful and traveled a lot, and I missed a lot of their childhood, though when I was home I was very active with them. And the only regret is that I didn't spend enough time with much time, not enough, because I have 2 great kids. We all do great and love each other. But that would be the only regret that I have in my life, is not spending, but we had quality time when we were together.
What are you most excited about right now?
Still trying to get my speaking business going so that I can make it a full-time position, and my ultimate thing is my shoes will be none. So I'll be barefoot on a beach somewhere, maybe Trinidad, enjoying, relaxing in the sun and not the cold of San Francisco.
I love that.
So.
I love that. When you heard that this guy from the Caribbean was coming to meet you face to face, what did you think?
Well, I was excited because we had talked on the phone. I go, he's driving from Trinidad? No. And I'm still wondering. I was talking to the Uber driver on the way over. I said, he's here from Trinidad. He goes, oh, and he's driving. He goes, well, I said, he didn't drive from Trinidad, but, and I don't know if he's bringing his own car, but, so he thought you might be in an RV. Yeah. But no, just to be able to meet a friend that I met on podcast. Now you're here in the city, we get to chat and meet your lovely wife and find out more about what's going on with you. And it's just amazing that the world of podcasting can do that, and you can meet new friends that you never knew.
Yeah, it's been amazing, I tell you, meeting you. So I was going for quantity again, right?
Yep.
But definitely quality. Oh my, have we gotten the opportunity to interact with quality?
I bet, and I'd love to.
Quality
Can't wait to
people.
watch and hear.
Yeah.
You're going to post these all on the.
Yeah, all
Okay.
are going directly live on
Yeah.
Facebook. It's been amazing, the quality people. And what I would suggest is like network with each other.
Yeah.
Like go in there, see what the conversation is like, and
Mhm.
begin networking, because it's a bunch of quality people that
Yeah.
I've had an opportunity to have conversations with, share meals with.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sit beside, and they're quality people.
Right.
So I would say get in there, interact, network, because that's what it's about.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very much so.
Including
It's
my-
all about relationships.
It-
You got to
no,
build
but
these
that-
relationships.
yes.
Will be with you for life.
Yeah. So next time you guys come to Trinidad,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep.
Like, yeah.
We won't have far to drive when we're there. That's the good thing.
no. You could just fly, get over there. We'll get you to
Yeah.
where you need to be. You
Yeah.
know?
Fun.
Tony, it's been a great pleasure. In closing, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Just that, you and your lovely wife going with you through this whole journey is very inspirational. I mean, you set a goal, you're out here taking the action steps to do it, and to me that's why I wanted to be a part of it, so I could be a part of this excellent goal that you're on and this journey. I want to hear more about the journey itself, because life is about a journey.
It is.
And just like the questions you're asking me about my shoes,
Yeah.
it's all about that journey in life, and I get to meet great people, and that's the wonderful thing.
I love it. Yeah, definitely. Tony Woodall, folks. Tony, thank you for being
Thank
on
you,
What
and I
Is
appreciate it.
Inspired. 228 convos with Angel Jones.
Yes, Angel,
Boom.
thank you.
You have fun.
I had a blast.
High five.
Yeah,
There we go.
cool, man, I tell you. It is so good.